What's up YouTube? This is Jordan Johnson from Project Ventures here again doing a video on Turo. So today we're going to be going into leasing a car and putting it on the Turo platform. So over the last weeks I've had people email me and message me about doing this. Do I think it's a good idea? Pretty much with the premise of going to a dealership, leasing a car on a 24 or 36 month contract, and then putting the car on Turo platform, renting it out for more than the lease payment, and then kind of pocketing the difference. So from the outside, this can look like quite an interesting opportunity. So for pretty much very low money down, you can start generating income which is scalable. Well, obviously you can get, with the deals that are going on, you can get quite a lot of cars for a low amount of monthly payments. And it's just as much as work that you want to put in. However, I strongly recommend that you do not do this. And these are kind of my 5 reasons why I think that putting a leased car on Turo is a very bad idea. So number one, and arguably the most important reason, is everyone is on Turo, and I host on Turo to make money. So one of the ways obviously that you make money is to increase your revenue and decrease your expenses. Insurance is my biggest expense that I can really control while running my fleet. And if you have a leased car, well, in Florida anyway, you need fully comprehensive insurance. It's required by all the dealers. So effectively, when you get fully comprehensive insurance, that's increasing your monthly insurance payment about 3 or 4 times compared to the state minimum. So for all of my cars, I always get the state minimum insurance. Why do I do that? It's because the insurance is only used when it's not being rented. So when it's parked at my house or when I'm delivering it to a guest, that's the only time I'm actually using my personal insurance on the car. And when the car is actually rented to a guest, Turo takes care of the insurance. So obviously if you're leasing a car, you're paying a lot more in insurance, which is hitting into your bottom line and effectively making you a lot less money than if you just bought it in cash. Number 2 is total loss. So this is something really important, and you don't want to be on the wrong side of this, is that Turo, if your car was to ever be totaled or a guest get in an accident, Turo will pay you for the actual cash value of the car. Okay, so this is determined by what the appraiser thinks is the fair actual value of the car. Not what the dealer says or what the sticker price in the dealer, what is it worth on the market right now as it stands. So if you were to lease a car from a dealership, they would claim that the car's worth $20,000, but in reality, once you drive off the lot, once you start putting mileage on it and small kind of wear and tear on the car, the actual cash value will be much lower than the sticker price. So when this can get you into trouble is if you do not buy gap insurance. So gap insurance covers these 2 differences, and your guest was to get into an accident, Turo would pay you, let's say on a $20,000 car, they might pay you $18,000, and the dealership is saying, well, the car's worth $20,000. You'd be liable for that $2,000 difference if you didn't purchase gap insurance. If you did purchase gap insurance, you're going to have a higher monthly insurance payment. So again, cutting into your profit. Number 3, guests treat your car really badly. As I said this before, you can't expect all guests to be amazing. Some guests are going to really take care of your car. Other guests, you're going to get it back with wear and tear, dings, small things like this. If you don't get it fixed yourself, when you turn in your lease at the end of your contract, the dealer's going to write you up for all those small damages to the car and bill you for it at dealership price. So it's effectively going to cost you a lot of money at the end of your lease to pay for all the damages that your Turo guests created. Number 4 is the amount of miles. So as you guys know, you can negotiate the amount of miles you get with each lease. Most leases, it completely obviously depends on the dealership, but they're very limited amount. When people rent cars from me in Miami, they're normally staying in Miami for 7 days. They rent my car for 3 days, and they'll do a lot of driving. They'll put a lot of miles on my car. And what you wouldn't want is to get a lease car, use up all the miles, and then not be able to use it for the rest of its lease life. Number 5 is you could effectively break your lease by renting on Turo. So there's lots of pieces in the contract about using your car for rideshare or commercial reasons. And if you broke your contract, obviously you're going to ruin the relationship with the dealership, and it could lead to other fines and penalties, which I don't know much about. So as I mentioned, all of my cars which I have on Turo I own outright, and I really believe this is the most profitable way to run a Turo fleet. But let me know what you guys think. If you're currently leasing a car and renting on Turo and it's working, let me know. If I'm missing something, just leave a comment below and I'll do my best to reply. Thank you.